Bored out of my mind, during the Steam summer sale, I decided to sort my Steam wishlist based on the user reviews, and this is how I stumbled upon The Outer Wilds. Most reviewers appears to love it to an almost religious degree, and some of the negative reviewers use this apologetic tone, like they are sorry that they didn't fully appreciate this masterpiece. It was almost like I was reading Dark Souls reviews. There also seems to be this mindset that everyone should just go into it blindly to experience it properly. I get what they are saying, but it also makes it impossible for people to guess if they will like the game or not. The short, spoiler-free version of this review is that The Outer Wilds is an alright exploration game where you get to explore a miniature solar system. It can be fun, but there is a lot of repetition and the game doesn't respect your time. From now on, there will be some minor spoilers to explain the game mechanics. You have been warned. Outer Wilds takes place in a miniature solar system where you play as a new space pilot who is about to head out and explore. You have a spaceship, a jetpack, and a couple of tools, and it is up to you to explore the handful of available planets. The game have a twist, and that is that you are stuck in a time loop, and when time runs out you will respawn at the start of the game. The focus of the game is then to explore this solar system and discover all of its secrets and of course figure out what is going on. There is very little hand-holding, which is very refreshing, and it is completely up to you to decide how you want to spend your time. The map is full of interesting things, and something which sets it apart from a lot of other indie exploration games is that the solar system is nicely simulated. A lot of indie exploration walking sim games are quite pretty, but they feel very static and lifeless, and the Outer Wilds have gone the opposite direction, with fairly basic graphics but with a focus on simulation. This may sound vague, and to some degree it is, but what I mean is that the world behaves in a believable way, for the most part. Objects have momentum, there is gravity, and when you do something stupid, then the world reacts in a believable manner. This is something which even AAA video games doesn't pull off anymore, and it is nice to see it in a game like this.
No, 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 no.
All of this makes the exploration with your jetpack and rocket ship a lot more fun, and there are plenty of crazy things in the solar system for you to explore. While there is no voice acting and the graphics are okay at best, they do the job, and the game have some nice music to really set the mood. Overall, the exploration have a lot of potential, but there are a lot of drawbacks which I started to notice after the first couple of hours. To start with, the solar system is almost completely devoid of life. and you will often explore empty areas, and your exploration will be rewarded with a couple of text messages. It is not the most exciting stuff, and it can feel very anticlimactic at times. There are also very few puzzles in the game, and if you miss small details, you can easily get stuck and wander around aimlessly for some time. The worst thing about the exploration though is the time loop and how the game handles saves. The time loop results in you having a limited time to explore, which can be a bit annoying, but this was not the part that caused the most frustration. Without going into spoilers, certain things can only be done at certain times during the loop, and most often the thing you want to do is on the other side of the solar system. So screwing up means restarting on the starting planet, having to travel to the desired location, and then to wait until the right moment at the time loop. This can be extremely annoying. Screwing up in Grand Theft Auto, for instance, could also be annoying, but driving a car is a lot more fun than driving a ship in space, and there is no waiting in Grand Theft Auto when you get to the desired location. In short, there is a lot of padding and repetition in this game, and it really wastes your time. I found this to be very frustrating, and I often found myself wondering if I even wanted to continue to play the game. I am not saying that I demand there to be a quick save button, but some kind of save system to reduce the repetition would have made me enjoy it a lot more. There is really no excuse for a game wasting your time, and this is an opinion that is growing stronger inside me the older that I get. If we get back to the game, then I didn't love the story as much as some people do. It has some good ideas in it, certainly, and there are some good scenes with excellent use of music. But it is too focused on text messages, and the pacing is all screwed up due to the exploration. The story does fit the exploration theme of the game, but I did just not find it very compelling. Perhaps a comparison can be made to the Dark Souls games. I have never given a single shit about the story in those games, but I know that some people go crazy about them. What I want out of a story is a strong cast of characters put in an interesting situation, and while Outer Wilds is not as bad as Dark Souls, it still doesn't deliver this. Like Dark Souls, Outer Wilds is more focused on lore and interesting concepts, and although its story is certainly miles above the Dark Souls games, it is still not something that I find very engaging. All in all, I have very mixed feelings about this game. This is one of those games which is very easy to romanticize, and from my point of view, that is what a lot of people are doing. But I don't think it truly reflects the game experience, and I think a lot of people will strongly dislike the repetitive nature of the game, and not everyone will enjoy exploring this solar system. With that being said, there is also a lot of creativity in this game, and it has a lot of soul in it, and I can see why some people love it. I would certainly recommend it to people with an interest in exploration games or space in general, but it is not a game that I would recommend to just anybody.